Which of the following is an example of direct variation? A taxi company charges $3 to start the ride plus $2 per mile, or the area of a square is equal to the square of the length of one of its sides, or the perimeter of a square is 4 times the length of its side. Let's take a look at each one of these one by one. The taxi company example starts off at $3. So even just getting in the cab before even driving a mile, the person is charged $3. So at the point at which the person has driven 0 miles, there's a cost incurred of $3. After 1 mile, there's a cost incurred of $5. After 2 miles, there's a cost incurred of $7. And then there's a cost incurred after 3 miles of $9, etc. Okay, and this is definitely a linear relationship, which is good because all direct relationships are linear relationships. However, a direct variation relationship also passes through the origin. If x is equal to 0, then y is going to equal 0. And in this case, with x equal to 0, y equals 3. So, this is not a direct variation relationship. Let's next one. The area of a square is the square of the length of its side. Area equals s squared. Well, in this case, if the side length is 1, then the area is 1 because 1 squared is equal to 1. If the side length is 2, then the area is going to be equal to 4. And if the side length is 3, then the square area is actually going to be equal to 9, which kind of goes off of our graph here. But what we have is a parabola, not a linear relationship. So this is not a direct variation relationship. Let's look at the third one. Hopefully we can find one of these relationships which is an example of a direct variation. The perimeter of a square is equal to 4 times the length of its side. Alright, well, let's graph this one. If the side length is 1, then the perimeter of the square is 4. If the side length is 2, then the perimeter of the square is going to be really off our graph. But the side length would be 8. And if the side length was 0, then actually the perimeter would be 0 too. So not only is this a linear relationship, but it is also a linear relationship that passes through the origin. So this is an example of a direct variation.